Well, on top of giving the new crankshaft a polish, start doing a bit to the block. So with a bit of heat, I've got these 5 plugs out, so I can clean out all the oil gallery. Once it gets a nice long pipe cleaners in the airline. Next job I'm looking at is cleaning up the cylinder liners. And they've got to be, what will it say in the manual? 0.05 mil to 0.152 mil. Proud of the block. I still need to give this a clean up. I'm just getting the liners cleaned up enough that they slot in. I've just had to tap it in the very last bit. So I had to give the bottoms a polish up here. Clean this rough stuff off and clean the crap off the top edge here. So what I do, I'm going to get them all cleaned up so they're a nice push fit without having to hammer them in place. Clean at the bottoms here where it seals. I've got a tube of tiger seals to actually get them fitted. So I'll get these about right. I'll give the block a clean. Get them fitted. Get the liners in. Check the sizes. Check they're still round. I need to borrow some bore gauges. And then we'll go from there. I need to clean up. Give all this a clean out for the lifter buckets. And then once I've checked the size of the crankshaft, it'll be ordering bearings. Ordering a gasket set. Obviously, I'm going to clean up all these surfaces. And then I can actually start, hopefully, putting them back together. I also need to order piston rings. So what I've done is I've given there's 2 sizes of oil ring. It's 3mm and 3.175 or something like that in millimetres. You can't get the rings for the other one, or the older piston with the smaller oil ring, but thankfully I've measured these up. And these are the newer ones, so I can go ahead and order a set of piston rings to go on. So decoke all the pistons, give them a clean up. And what I was advised by someone is that apparently who uses the engine for racing, that these pins have a habit of coming out. So what he does is they make up some Delrin or nylon bungs that fit inside the gudgeon pin, fit inside here, so that if it does come loose, the gudgeon pin's not going to slide and ruin the bores. So I might have a look at doing that. I mean, they seem to fit pretty well for road use. I've had no issues. I might make a bung up as a secondary safety feature and stick that in. But we shall see. I say, as long as they're all true and in round, then hopefully I haven't got to send it out to get rebored. I am going to buy a hone, not a dingle ball one, because apparently they're fucking shite. A flat stone hone, so at least I can polish them up so the rings will bed in a lot nicer. But yeah, we're slowly getting there, because the 750 engine is now getting really tired, so I need to get this done. So, get that engine done, get that gearbox rebuilt, with all new bearings, new gaskets and all that bollocks. And then what I can do is stick them together, have a whole new lump to just chuck straight in the engine. The engine? Fuck's sake, in the car. Then I know I've got a French engine gearbox. Once the 750 comes out, yeah, I might give that a rebuild as a spare, or we'll see. We'll see what happens when it gets closer to the time. And that's about my plan for the rest of the day. I've got a mechanical oil pressure sensor to fit. The fittings are a bit fucking shit that it came with, so they might actually leak. I might have to get a new pipe to go with it. But that's a job for tomorrow, because it's getting a bit late now. Anyway, that's it so far. And that's 2 of the liners temporarily fitted. So I've cleaned up the outside of both liners, the outside of the top of the block, the inside of the block at the bottom, and they're just a little bit proud I will check all the measurements before any of this is done. But they're a nice push fit until they're maybe a mil or so proud. And just a slight tap with the back end of a hammer. They're nicely in place. So I'll do the same with the other two. Give it a check. Again, I've still got to clean this up. And then if they're about right, then I can actually glue the liners in. And then get some borrow some bore gauges and check that they're actually round. And then whatever's next after that. But I think that's probably enough for today, because it's getting a bit cold. I've had about 5 beers and an empty stomach. I should probably get something to eat. That's now all 4 cylinder liners cleaned up. So they're just a nice, pardon me, push fit with maybe a little, just a tap just to seat them home fully. And they all feel like they are just slightly proud. I will do a proper measurement of this, but for now that's just cleaned up test fit that I know they're in there. So I think the next job I'm going to do is pull them back out, order some pipe cleaners. I'll get the airline out, clear out all the oil gallery. I want to pull the dipstick, which, if I remember right, from what I've been told, is just a push fit. Because the one of my 750 leaks, and by the looks of it, that's probably been leaking as well. So I want to pull that out, clean it up, put it back in with some, I don't know, maybe the Tiger Seal that I've got to do the cylinders with, or some RTV. I'll have a look into that and go from there. And I think that's about it for today. So there'll be another update at some point when I get around to ordering parts, or when I start doing a gearbox. I've done a few gearbox videos already, so I might do, well, I mainly have put them together, so I might do a teardown of that one. Set my camera up, do a teardown of all, as I'm taking it apart, what to look for, and then a full teardown and rebuild, maybe in 2 parts. We'll see. Depends what the mood takes me.